Hello and welcome back to Slickshot. We're going to try a new video today. We're going to take a bow off the wall, hasn't been tuned or touched at all, and we're going to give it a quick tune, knock point, actually a D-loop, center shot on a whisker biscuit, so it's a really forgiving rest and really typical of hunters today. And then we're just going to shoot it through paper, then with a flet shaft, and just see what it looks like. And we're going to do that with and without a slick shot to see how good it tunes. So we'll be back. Hello again. So this is the bow that we're going to tune. It's an Alpine Fireball. Right now I'm just going to throw the T-square on it. We're going to line it up with the burger button hole or the bolt mounting hole. So it goes right through the center. And I'm going to actually set this about a, I'm going to mark where I'm going to put my D-loop. I'm going to put it about a 1/16 of an inch high off the square, and that's where we're going to start. So what I'm going to do now, instead of boring you with the details, I'm just going to throw on the D-loop and we'll be right back. Hello again. So we now have the D-loop attached to the bow, as you can see. We're going to take this whisker biscuit quick kill shot. It's got some nice adjustments left and right, up and down, so it'll be easier to tune when the time comes if we have a lot of adjustments to make, but we shouldn't. So we're going to put that on now. See you in a sec. Hey, here we go. So now we've got the rest set up. What I've tried to do, I'm not sure if I can show you very well in the video, but we have the shaft centered in this hole for the to mount the bolt and the rest on. So that's perfectly centered down through there. And in a minute I'm going to try to show you the way I've tuned the bow is to center the string into the center of the grip and then line up the shaft with the string. So basically it's all in line. We're going to try to show you that in a second. Hey, hello again. So we've got the rest set up. What I'm trying to show you here is when the string is centered in the grip, the arrow shaft is lined up perfectly with the string. That's the way I like to tune my bows. It looks like a pretty good place to start. Okay, so we're going to give it a shot here. Fletched arrow. I've got my slick shot on. This is actually a finger tab. A finger sling. I don't typically shoot with it, so I'm just going to hold it off out of the way. And I've just got a basic Cobra release. Nothing fancy. Basically, this whole setup is just an average setup, just to show how well this thing can shoot. So here we go. We're going to try to pop one through paper. See what it looks like. Take a look. So the left and right is pretty darn good. It's a little knock high. So let me try a bare shaft first and see how that's doing, and then we can adjust the rest a little bit. Alright, so I've tweaked the rest some. I actually moved it up a little bit to try to get rid of that knock high, and I moved the rest to the right just a tad, like less than a 1/16 of an inch. So we actually went back the other way. So the rest doesn't need much of a tweak back to the left, and I'm still high, so I'm going to raise it up a little bit more. So I've tried to make one more adjustment here. Move my rest back to the left just a little bit. Let's take a look. So left and right looks pretty good. Still a little bit high. I think I'd want to tweak my my D-loop maybe. I think I might have started a little bit too low. So I'm going to try one more thing here. I'm just going to torque the bow again with my slick shot on and see if I can get the same basic bullet hole, knowing that I'm putting torque on the bow. So I'm going to torque it to the right. Which is this hole right here. Pretty darn close to the same thing. Left and right's perfect. Even after I torqued it, I still need to just tweak the knock a little bit. So in the interest of time for right now, I'm going to shoot one shot without the slick shot, just to show you what it's going to do downrange in terms of a paper tear. Put the same basic torque that I had on it before. I'm going to torque it to the right, just to see what's going to happen. So this is the hole, and we torqued it. Same basic again, torquing it to the right, tried to mimic what I did before when I had the slick shot in my hand. And you can see the tear actually is off to the right, which is what we would expect. So we're going to try this one more time. I've moved the rest. I moved it down just a little bit because again, I don't think I started quite right with my D-loop. Normally I will start over again before I'm ready to finish it up, but just to see if I can adjust that, not tear high a little bit. We'll give it one more shot. Well, I actually went a little bit too much. So compared to the shot that we did a couple times ago, and this is actually better. So there's a little bit of tweaking left to do up and down, but left and right, you can see with a slick shot, nothing ever really moves, except for this first one over here. I mean, if you look at this one, this one, this one, this one, left and right, there's almost nothing for a change. But if we don't wear the slick shot, we can affect it big time.